we did know he was ill. He's been ill for some time, and so although it is the most awful news, I mean, it's a tragedy. It's a great loss, not just as an amazingly talented guy in all sorts of areas, but as a friend. But I think he was, not in good shape, and so in some ways we try and put a good spin on it by saying it's a relief for him, perhaps.
A very iconic character, particularly in the world of comedy. Just explain a bit about the background to the 9 o'clock news and how it came to be with Mel working there.
Well, I first saw Mel in the Oxford Review in 1973 when I was fired from the Footlights Review and at a loose end, and I thought he was the funniest thing in it. And I remembered him all the way through working in radio, and when I came to cast Not the 9 O'Clock News, I knew I wanted Rowan, and the other person I wanted first of all was Mel Smith, and he wasn't in the pilot, sadly, because he was working, but he was in it right from the beginning. And one of the things that people, if you've seen Not the 9 O'Clock News, you know that partnership between Mel and Rowan as performers was absolutely second to none. It was extraordinary. And then, of course, he went on to have a second one with Griff.
And what sort of contribution did he make, particularly to the writing of the programme?
Well, Mel did an extraordinary thing, was that he taught us all how to make comedy natural. He was a brilliant theatre director, and he knew how to get information across that was funny but felt very real, so it was very unstagey, strangely. But I think you have to remember that not only was he a great actor and a great rewriter, really. He was a wonderful editor. He could see what was funny about things and fix them and know how to deliver them. Mel brought this sort of urban realism to it. You know, if you remember, he had this extraordinary mullet. He was famous for his terrible haircuts. And he brought this reality thing, which contrasted very strongly with, say, the Two Ronnies, which seemed to be set in a golf club in, brilliant show, set in a golf club in 1950. And Mel made it really speak to the people, if you know what I mean.